Hey, True Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. Yesterday, November 21st, 2016, there was a large earthquake reported off the coast of Japan near the site of Fukushima, which is where the disaster happened March 11th, 2011, after the even larger earthquake and the tsunami. They said the reactor at the Fukushima nuclear plant was impacted, and in time it became the worst nuclear disaster, surpassing Chernobyl. Interesting parallel between Chernobyl and Fukushima. At both incidents, it was reactor 4 where the massive leaks were. Reactor 4 at Chernobyl and Fukushima. 4 and 4. If you're new to my channel, we talk about the significance of 4 and 44, how those numbers have to do with death and killing. I live out here in Seattle, and I still remember the March 11th, 2011 news story because they were telling us on our nightly news, our local news, right away that we needed to go out and buy potassium iodide and take those pills to protect ourselves from the radiation poisoning that would be coming our way. It was major fear out here in Seattle in the days of that news, March 11th, 2011. I still remember how my friends and peers I were teaching then, I still remember how they were all freaking out. Everyone had their potassium iodide pills. Ki 11.9. Anyway, from March 11th, 2011 to yesterday's earthquake near Fukushima was 2,083 days. And what I noticed about the number 2,083 is that it's the 314th prime number, 314. The number for pi, that you learned about in geometry class, having to do with cycles and circles, 3.14. That's a lot like 314, the number for pi. If you take the number 22 and the number 7 and you divide 22 by 7, you get the number for pi. Let's just do it together on a calculator real quick. 22 divided by 7 gives us pi. 22 divided by 7, 3.14. Decimal point repeating. Notice in gematria, when you write out 22 divided by 7, it sums to 314. 314, a lot like 3.14, we call March 14th Pi Day. I don't think this is any coincidence. I think this is further evidence of what's really going on in this world. Insane people for insane purposes creating purposeful destruction. Remember, the gang that governs over us worldwide, it is the Freemasons. They believe in order out of chaos, divide and conquer, destroy and rebuild. All of these earthquake destructive incidents, they generate massive government contracts, major revenue that goes from taxpayers into the pockets of people that are part of this Freemasonic network. That's why the Freemasons are all about war. Wars destroy and rebuild. Natural disasters, natural with an asterisk, destroy and rebuild. They reported that this earthquake was a 7.3, then they reduced it to a 6.9. We're going to talk about both of those numbers as well. With regards to Fukushima and that being the scare, yesterday Japan was on a tsunami warning. CNN reported that small tsunamis did happen. Fukushima equals 37. 7.3 earthquake, reflection of 37, but then they dropped it down to a 6.9. They said it happened at 5:59 a.m. Japanese time, November 22nd, 2016. Lo and behold, that was a date with 69 numerology, 6.9 earthquake, what they reduced it to, from 7.3 to 6.9. It was a date with a life lesson number of 42. Japan equals 42, like Freemason, like war, like World War. There's also a date with 15 numerology, Japan in English reduction, Pythagorean gematria, sums to 15. This massive earthquake scaring Japan and the people of the world. It was a date with 49 numerology, Revelation equals 49 in the book of Revelation, the book of destruction and prophecy. There's a lot of earthquakes. It was also a date with a 33 connection, and NHK is who was reporting on the earthquake over in Japan. 33, number of Freemason obsession. The headline up here, quake hits off Japan. I'm not sure that this was specific to the earthquake. I noticed yesterday, all day, CNN coded their headlines with 72, from school bus crashes to earthquakes. Quake hits off Japan equals 72. So does the word Monday. This was on a Monday. So does the word money. No doubt this will generate money for some people. Even television, ratings, people tuning into the news, watching commercials. This was world news, World 72, Fukushima, an international disaster, ongoing. Unless we're completely being duped and lied to. The timing of this earthquake, 5:59 in the morning. That's the 359th minute of the day. 359 is the 70-second prime. 72 coded into the headline. It was on a Monday, Monday 72. Just makes you wonder. So I want to keep this one short and sweet. Again, they reduced it to a 6.9. It was 7.3, then 6.9. In the later reporting, they said the tsunami advisory is in effect for Japan's Fukushima and Miyagi prefectures. Fukushima and Miyagi, both 37. First reported as a 7.3. If you've never learned about HARP before, the military project that's about doing experiments in the ionosphere, even the History Channel has put out a report on it saying this thing has the capability to create earthquakes. And again, HARP in gematria sums to 44, just like military, just like the word kill. HARP, a military project. The military, they're here for one purpose, to kill. That is the purpose of military. Military is all about destroy and rebuild. Anyway, this technology, it seems that it really can be used and it can be targeted and can create earthquakes by the numbers. Keep in mind, Nikola Tesla, nearly a century past now, he said he had the capability to create earthquakes. And it's documented that he accidentally did create earthquakes along the ways with his experimentation. If you missed my recent videos on the 4 earthquakes in Italy in a short period of time, I showed how those earthquakes were seemingly tributes to Nikola Tesla. So be sure to check those out. I'll link them in the description. This earthquake in Japan, though, I think this is definitely unnatural. I think this is mad science, scaring the people. It's always about more and more fear. CNN, mainstream media yesterday saying there could be another big tsunami, another big radiation out leak. Every day they come up with another way to scare us. All right, until next time, Truth Seeker.